Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to PowerUp. My name's Stokes and this is my new show. I want to take a bit of time today just introducing you to what PowerUp's going to be about, what we're going to talk about, and the kind of things you can expect going forward. I'm really new to YouTube, so this is my first ever YouTube show, my first ever YouTube channel, so I do apologise if it takes me a little bit of time to get used to what's going on, but hopefully we can get through it together. I'm very keen to find out what you guys are going to want to talk about going forward, so when you know what our topic is, then please do feel free to leave some comments below, email me or send some tweets, and we'll try and cover off everything that we want. So as I say, quick introduction to me for those of you who don't know me. My name is Mark Stokes. I was a Microsoft MVP for 4 years around Office servers and services. Fortunately, due to a very busy work life and just to a new young family, then I let that lapse last year. So now's the time for me to come back and start giving a bit more to the community. So for the past 10 years, I've been running SharePoint user groups in the UK, mostly around Manchester, and then overseeing the rest of the regions and doing the newsletter. So I've always been around the community. I've been here for a very long time. Like I said, the last couple of years, I've just taken some time off. So now's the time to come back. And it seems to be YouTube's the way to do it. I want to try and get a bigger reach than I used to, so I think this is a really good way for me to do it. So traditionally I'm a developer. I started off talking about developer topics with SharePoint, and then I've moved through that as my career has progressed into more business, more solutions architecture, that kind of thing. And now my passion is very much around the Microsoft Power Platform. So with a name like PowerUp, that's what we're going to focus on. A lot of it's going to be Power Platform. But we're not going to hold ourselves just to Power Platform. We're going to do some other topics as well. Some Microsoft related, some not Microsoft related, maybe some interesting things like virtual reality or even just some lifestyle things that maybe I get involved in. I want to be a little bit different to all the other YouTube channels out there. It's not just going to be a show and tell on the technology. Hopefully we can bring a bit of real life into it and you can understand where we're coming from and maybe where some of my clients are coming from. So first of all, what is the Power Platform? Well, the Power Platform is a new set of tools that Microsoft has released recently. They comprise of Power Apps, Microsoft Flow, and Power BI. Okay, I'm going to throw in a couple of extra ones there for this show. We're going to look at Microsoft Forms. We might look at some dynamic CRM. We're going to look at SharePoint topics and Office 365, maybe some cool Azure stuff as well. Because as far as I'm concerned, they all kind of complement each other. We don't do Flow without sometimes calling out to Azure functions. Maybe sometimes we want to look at logic apps to do things that the Flow won't let us do. So we're going to focus on all these different topics. Okay, it'll be primarily focused around rapid application development. We're not going to be looking at code. Well, we might look at some code. We might look at some VSTS and continuous integration, continuous deployment. Anything that really I find interesting. Things that are going to power up your life, make your life easier. So the focus is around trying to take the effort out of what you're doing and automate as much as you can. Or use tools like the Power Platform to make it simple. Why write code when you don't need to? From a developer perspective, from a business who writes business applications, our new paradigm, our new philosophy is write code last. This is something really important to me. Writing code is expensive. It brings a lot of technical debt into a business and we want to try and eradicate that. So we're going to try and write code last. We're going to try and build solutions and applications with out-of-the-box tools, drag and drop, that kind of stuff. And I think that's what I really want to showcase in this show, is how you can do that yourself. So we'll do some demos, we'll get some real-life examples, and we'll talk to some customers. I've also got a lot of the Microsoft product group lined up, so we'll have some interviews with some very prominent people from Microsoft, and it'll be interesting to see what their take is. Hopefully get some updates on where they're taking the platforms, and when there's new news for me to talk about, I'll talk about some new news. So in a nutshell, that's what we're going to be talking about. Thank you for joining me, and I really look forward to putting these shows together. I really look forward to getting your feedback. Please do tell me what you want to see. If I don't know what you like and what you don't like, I don't know how to change the video. So please do talk back to me. And if you have something to show and talk about, please let me know. We'll set up a call. I'd love to have a chat with people out there as well to get an idea of what you're doing. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the show. This is a quick introduction. My name's Mark Stokes, and I look forward to seeing you next time.